I think this phone is okay. I will keep it around 5 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes because it will take, I think it will take time for 20 only. So if I lessen this, then it will go on this evaluation period will go on. So I can set the date and let's click on done. So you can set your condition as per your requirement. Then I can select the action groups. So right now I don't have any groups, specific group, okay, and I don't have any users. So I can create a group, okay, and I can add it. Let me select something from DB. Notifications. Now here you need to provide the email notification and everything if you select it. That's if we go with the email Azure Resource Manager role. So you need to select the role. So now you need to type the name. Action. I will go with ITSM. No function app. Oh, I think we created it on your system. Okay. Even the webhook won't be there. I need to create it. Anyway, so we can create this action group where we want to target it. Okay. So it would be the triggers that we want to do. Okay, and then we are done with this. So we can create the rule. Let's go back. So we are not dealing with those. So one action group. So rule name again. You want to give as per your scope of work. Okay. Subscription. Severity. Okay. So a warning kind of thing. I would like to create a name. And similarly, you can create it for any service that you want. So here it will give you options for all of them, applications wise. Okay. I don't have anything like that. Virtual machines if you have created. So for you guys, I think I've created one virtual machine. Right. So this is the one which we are having. I think we did not allow that option, monitoring option. It's auto shutdown, right? Yesterday we have selected the auto shutdown option. We need to start it again. So you can select the matrix from here too, and you can start working on it. So this is one of them, and then we have this. I don't know whether I have the Sentinel part. Yeah. So this is Azure Sentinel. So this is one of the other options that we are having that we can use. So you can apply this monitoring for all of them, all the options that we have. So we created this key vault. Okay. So there are a lot of options which are there in Azure. So see Azure, if we talk about this whole Azure part, as you can turn on your cams. Okay. So let's conclude this. You know, in the final part. I don't know. I can only see Laksh now. Yeah, now I can see Abhishek. Yeah, all of you. Akhil. Okay, guys. So now this, let's conclude this whole part of Azure stuff. Okay. So before concluding this whole process, so one thing I would like to add, as a I have been working on Azure for last almost 6 years. Okay, 6 7 years, and it's a wonderful product. If you're asking me to compare it with the AWS or GCP, so even though AWS is kind of an old one, you know, but Azure, I feel it's very easy for you. Why? I will tell you why. So as a developer, if you're asking me whether I will go with Azure or not, I will. Okay. The reason is the integration is very smooth. Okay. So today, see, wherever you're going, no matter what organization or what customers you're getting, okay, whether it's from a healthcare sector or banking sector or automobile or manufacturing, all of them they have Microsoft, you know, in their bucket. And most of the requirements that you will get, even if I talk about healthcare, so most of the requirement that you're going to get, it would be on the integration level. So you're not going to build something from scratch, not totally. What you're going to do is you're going to use or you're going to perform integration. So this integration can be with respect to getting connecting and collecting the data. So like how we have this monitoring aspect coming to picture. It can be something on understanding the requirement. Okay. So today, you tell me, like, when you compare it with the healthcare, so 80% of the things are dependent on the collecting the data. So 80% of the time, we are actually, so whether we have this, smart watches that we are having on our, wrist, or whether we are using any kind of other, devices that we totally use it. So today it's more on the, collecting the data and fetching it to the respective stakeholders. So the stakeholders are who? It can be, the operational guy. It can be the, when you're talking about healthcare, it can be the surgeons. It can be, the respective stakeholders who are there. So as an IT, we would be more on, bridging the gap. Okay. So I'm not saying that, see, I don't know how Providence is working, what kind of client Providence is having, or what kind of client they are handling. But if you're asking me based on my experience, so it's more on, collecting the data, integration, and talking about how exactly the things are going to work, when we are trying to use a certain device. Okay. So basically it's like, it's like bridging the gap. So you guys will be the one who would be developing solutions to bridge the gap. Okay. Now for bridging this gap, Azure is one of the tool. I won't say it's the only platform, but Azure is one of the tools. So you already, you're already using .NET. You're already aware about, different core language platforms, whether you talk about Python or whatever it is. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to bridge this gap over there. Okay, we are going to develop, integrate the application which are already there, or we'll be creating something from scratch. So it can be a ERP, it can be on the, a customer relationship management stuff. It can be anything, coming up from a scratch. So that is what we need to concentrate. So I would request, or I would suggest, so when you're trying to go for Azure, try to understand the infrastructure perspective as well as, the development perspective of it. The reason is Azure has a offering, first as an infrastructure and then on the development part. Are you getting me? Because if you directly jump on the development part, especially on this cloud related products, you won't be able to understand the things, and it will create an ambiguity, and you would, you would be going nowhere. For example, we have talked about container, we have talked about VMs, okay, and we have talked about web apps. Now you have this web app service running, okay, which is a kind of, service PaaS platform which is provided over there. But we have discussed it that, let's say, if there's an integration which requires continuous monitoring, where you want to check what is the CPU utilization, what is the hardware utilization, what is the RAM utilization. You need to check those things. So you cannot do it on the web app. You can't get a real-time metrics over there. Okay. Or you can't do it on a, when you talk about the containers and all directly. So in that scenario, you need to understand the chronology of, the whole Azure as an IaaS. Okay, how exactly Azure is offering the IaaS service, and there is a lot more thing which is coming up with Azure. Azure is not just, what you're thinking. It is a extensive platform. Satya Nadella is like taking it like anything. In, recent coming years, you will find Azure having a lot of capabilities. IoT is already there now. IoT has already been provided. Apart from that, you have, DevOps and everything coming up. It's already there. So it's a huge platform. Okay, there are n number of things we can do. So we have different sectors. We have our infrastructure, we have developing, we have data engineering, we have AI. So these are the different paper codes which are there on one single Azure. So if you Google it, you will see that there is a paper code called as AZ, AZ104, which is for administration. So all the administration papers are going with AZ104 or AZ series. Your developing series goes with, again, it is on the AZ, but it goes with the 204 error. Then we have AI series, which is totally for the this thing, what do you call as AI, okay, Azure Intelligence. Okay, then we have DP, data platform or data engineering. DP series is only for data, okay, data related. So that is for Azure again. So It's a very huge platform you can leverage, and we have just started, guys. It's just started. So you guys are totally fresh. Go with 900, AZ 900. You can refer the docs. I will share you some more links. Okay, I will mail it to one and only Kshitija. Okay, and then she can forward it to all of you. I would request her if she's there. I can't see her. Kshitija, you're left.
It has some network issues.
I knew it. So you can't turn on your cam.
No, she texted me that she's having some network issues.
Okay, I can understand. Anyway, so I will mail her. Okay, so what she can do is she can forward it to you guys. So please go ahead and do your certifications. Start with AZ 900. Okay, that will give you a clear-cut picture about subscription, resource manager, virtual network, all of them. And then you can plan out for if you want to go with as per your project area. So Lux for you, I told you it's 104. So your Lux will be 104 or something on that, right? Because that will help you to deal with those lift and shift and all those things, because that's on the administration perspective. So I think you would be having a kind of mix requirement, right?
The both sides, the
Yeah.
development and the infra.
So I think you're dealing you would be after this working as a solution architect.
No, actually, it would be more of like the strat. There is some solution architect, so they would be guiding like how which service from where we have to migrate to which
Right,
service.
right,
So we
right.
don't have to conclude, just we have to do a stuff.
But
So
for you it's wonderful opportunity.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
already ISO 204 certified.
204.
Yeah, that
You
will.
have done your certification.
Yeah,
When did you do that?
previous month.
Okay, and how was it?
Good. More complex than AWS one.
Yes, yes, it's actually. So you have, it's like you are working as a fresher or you have worked somewhere before this?
I'm been have done internships like before,
Mhm.
so it was majorly in the cloud area only. So from last 1.5 year, it is majorly on cloud. AWS was the major one.
Okay. No, that's good. If you have, done the 204 by yourself, it's one of the best thing which can happen. Good one. So you can share some if you have any dumps or something, you can share it with your team. They can
Sure.
go ahead and prepare it. Great. So those who are, so after this, Lakshya, I think you would be more on the solution architect, as I said. The next paper code that you can try is 303 and 304, right? Great, very good. Okay, great guys. So let's have a final, you know, attendance, and then let's call it for the day finally. I hope it was a not wonderful, but yeah, okay session. Abhishek Anand has turned off this light. Uh, okay. So whoever is there, if you are available, please turn on your cam in case if you are available. Final call. Final call, guys. Final call. There is one room, one more room. Yeah. Abhishek Mandal has come up. He said, like, let me take it for the team. Okay. So I can see Laksh, Abhishek Anand, Isha Ghosh,